Welcome to this video. In this video follows a fictional conversation between God and Moses. Moses is starting to compile sections of the Bible. He has some questions and asks if God can fill him in on some of them. God says he can, but he tells Moses that he must not write the answers down. This then leads to a bigger conversation about what God's plans with humans are. Some of the answers given by God in this video are not stated in the Bible directly but are arrived at by reading between the lines and via deductive reasoning. The purpose of this video is to portray more clearly what God is trying to accomplish with creation and with humans. What are God's design goals? A car is a failure as an aircraft. However, we all know that the problem it was designed to solve was for travel on the ground and not in the air. Therefore, if you take into account what its design purpose was, we will all agree that it was a success. In the same way, if you do not understand what God is trying to achieve with humans, you cannot judge whether the goal is being achieved or not. Some people lose their faith because they have a wrong understanding of what God's plan is for us, leading to wrong expectations. I hope this video makes it more clear why faith is so critically important to God and why he saves people simply for believing in Jesus, not based on how good they are or on what they do. Since some of the information in this video is arrived at by deduction, some of it could be debatable. However, each point should be considered on its own merit. I hope you find this video informative. Let's start.
Morning, Moses.
Morning.
So what are you up to today?
I am sorting through all the writings we brought out from Egypt. Some of the stuff is really old. I see we may even have some family tablets from Terah and Abraham. Hardly anyone can read it.
Yes, those are quite old.
I am going to try to create a narrative from it, and I am going to try to write it in a book. Some scribes have started on it already.
That is a great idea.
It is not easy though to sort it all out. Some of the things are hard to understand.
Yes, it won't all make sense. The context has been lost. Just do your best.
Can't you fill me in on the blanks?
I can, but you must not write it down. Some things must remain hidden.
But why? What is the big idea?
I am doing something new, something that has never been done before.
Something new?
Did you read about the snake, the shining one, in the Garden of Eden, Lucifer?
Yes, I did. He persuaded Adam and Eve to eat from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil.
Well, he was the most powerful being I had ever created, long before humans, an angel, a shining one. Really the most amazing being of all.
I see.
One day he came to me and said I should step aside and let him rule everything. He was absolutely adamant about it.
Really?
Yes, it was a kind of trap though. I refused. He then accused me that I was evil and that I was hoarding all the power for myself. He convinced a huge amount of other beings of this. He maintained I was holding them all back.
So there was a war?
Not yet, there was an accusation. One that had to be answered. But how do you prove that you are not evil? Like you see yourself, as soon as something goes wrong the people accuse you of bringing them out to the desert with the idea of letting them die of hunger and thirst. Within one day they forget all you have done for them and they think the worst of you. They even wanted to stone you.
Yes, that is the hardest thing of all for me. You would think they would trust me after a while. But no. They really seriously start thinking that I am trying to kill them. I mean, really. Why would I want to kill them? That does not even make sense.
Yes. So how to solve this problem? How to prove that you are not evil and how to find those that will be willing to give you the benefit of the doubt? That is the new thing I am trying to do. It is a really hard problem.
I don't think it can be done. Some people here will never trust me. If they don't trust me by now, they will never trust me.
Well, it depends on the person, right? Their character. There are a few that trust you.
A few. Maybe. But I am not sure. Maybe Joshua and Caleb.
In the end it is a choice though, and it depends on the character of the person.
Yes, I suppose.
So I had to come up with a plan. How to prove that I am not evil in my heart and how to give a choice to believe it or not. So I created a new world and a new type of being, humans. I made them exactly the same as myself. They can rule, precisely like Lucifer asked.
But they don't rule everything like you.
Well, that is the beauty of the plan. For all real intents and purposes they do. In fact, many do not even believe that anything like me or my world exists. They are utterly convinced that they are the rulers of everything. They have complete free will and they can act it out. I have designed myself out of the world and made it very elaborate. It will not look or feel artificial in any way. I have made the world such that nobody can predict precisely what somebody will do. I am hidden away so people will not feel watched. This way the true heart of each person will be revealed.
People will do many bad things if they think nobody is watching them. If they think they are not accountable.
It depends on the heart of the person. But yes, you are right. Lucifer and all the angels demanded that humans must pay for any evil they may choose to do. The same way they have to pay. So to buy humans the right to have free will and to have a way out of trouble if they do anything bad. I had to agree to pay myself for all the evil humans would ever commit.
That is a lot of evil. Lots and lots. A high price to pay.
Yes. But that is fair to all. No double standards. My world is eternal. In eternity the slightest grievance or imperfection grows very large. Such a thing can destroy an eternal system. So I agreed to it.
A high price to pay.
Yes, I am going to pay dearly for this right for humans to live out their choices. But there is no other way. Humans have to learn from experience. Free will with no way to act it out is not useful. See now this disaster with Lucifer.
That is true.
The plan goes further than that though. I made humans exactly like myself so that one day at the right time I can become a human and still retain the same character as I have now. But without any knowledge of my prior existence. And weak. Without any powers and defenses.
Are you going to become a human?
Yes. So that Lucifer can get at me and get me to do something evil. Since he maintains I am evil. If he can get me to do something evil in my human form, then it will prove he was right after all. Since my human form and I will have the same heart, it will prove I have evil in my heart. In that case I will let him rule everything.
Really? So you are going to become a human like me?
Yes. The Messiah of your people. The one who is abhorred by the nation. The one who will take the tiny religion you are creating here and transform it to be a worldwide religion, a light to the nations.
What if you fail? What if Lucifer gets you to do something evil?
I won't fail. There is nothing evil in my heart.
I really hope you don't fail. Lucifer sounds awful. I think we will all be doomed.
After my human life, everyone will get a chance to look at me in my human form. And everyone will need to judge my heart. Some will from the goodness in their characters decide that I am good after all and give me the benefit of the doubt. Some will not be willing to do so. Some will try to avoid a decision because with it comes the acknowledgement that there is evil and the need to reject it. Even the angels will need to decide.
And then what further? What about humans in this world?
If I succeed, and nothing evil is found in my human form, since my human form will be exactly like that of Adam and Eve, it will prove they sinned. Not compelled by a flawed human body, but because of a flawed heart. Since the only difference between them and me were our hearts. This will prove that the initial human design was safe and they had a true choice.
So they could have trusted you but they chose not to.
Yes, exactly. To extend the benefit of the doubt to somebody in the end is a choice.
Okay, so it means that if somebody trusts you it is a choice and it implies a certain kind of noble heart. But why is this so important to determine about somebody's heart?
Since I can be scaled down to a human, it means a human can be scaled up to my level. Those that come through this broken world and that in spite of it are willing to believe that there is no evil in me. Those are the ones I can truly trust forever. They will never do what Lucifer did. I will make them greater and more powerful than all the other beings that have ever existed. They will become co-rulers with me. This is a very risky thing to do.
So you want to avoid creating more Lucifers that are even more powerful than him?
Yes. And so again I will have done what Lucifer requested. Creating co-rulers. Only not with him. Since he cannot be trusted. He said terrible things about me and the other angels. Things for which there was no cause. Things a being of noble character would never say.
I see. And that is why he implied to Adam and Eve that you are evil. Because you did not allow them to eat from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. He convinced them that you were lying and holding them back by hiding information from them. He said you did not want them to become like you in having this knowledge. And they believed him.
Exactly. In the end they did not trust me. They did not believe what I told them. I told them they could eat from any tree except one. That if they ate from that one it would cause their death. Which it did.
They trusted Lucifer very quickly. A stranger to them.
Yes, very quickly. That shows you the scale of the problem. After my human life I am going to make another similar, bold claim. The opposite of what I told Adam and Eve. I am going to tell humans that if they want to live, there is only one tree that can give them life. They will have to put their faith in the Messiah of your people, me in my human form.
So now among many trees only one can give life. But humans will not believe that. They will ask why only one specific tree can help them. Why can't just any prophet give them life?
Exactly. That is the test. If they put their faith in the Messiah of your people, it will be because they trust me and believe my claim. If they trust me, it will be because they choose to extend to me the benefit of the doubt that I am good. As soon as a person extends to me the benefit of the doubt that I am good in this way, it is then credited to them as being perfect. Perfect. Because they will never do what Lucifer did. That is the only thing I am trying to solve. Finding those that will be willing to believe that I am good.
What about Lucifer though?
Lucifer has been given permission to make his case to humans as long as humans exist. He always tries to convince everyone I am evil. He will slander me and your Messiah. He is always eager to do this. I allowed it because it allows humans to hear both sides of the argument. This way humans will have a free choice. In the last days he will even try to convince people that I asked you to sacrifice children to me. The very thing I hated the most.
That is shocking. I cannot believe it. This whole plan is a very risky plan.
Yes, but it is a very big problem I am trying to solve. And it has to be solved forever. It has come at a very high cost to all involved. This cannot be repeated again. It has almost destroyed my world.
I see.
And besides, as it says there in your writings, it is not good for man to be alone. Well, neither is it for me. After all this I will have a family. And there will be peace forever.
But why do you say that humans will become your family?
Because I made humans exactly like myself. The same type of being. The same kind of emotions and the same kind of thinking. They are like children to me. I love them very much.
But like you say, some will hate you. Some will blame you. Some will say you are evil. Like the people do with me here, and there is nothing I can do about it.
That is true. And yes, there is nothing I can do about it either. Not unless I violate their free will. But I won't do that. I really wish that all of them would trust me so that I can trust them too and raise them up to where I am.
I see. So the humans that choose to trust you will become your family.
Yes. Exactly. Because I can trust them in return. My world will be safe in their hands.
Okay.
For all this to work, for the true heart of humans to be revealed and for them to have a free choice, the truth must be hidden away. That is why you cannot write everything down that I tell you. Humans must not feel watched so that they will not act artificially. Only those that truly want to must find me. Those are the ones I am trying to find. Those who do not want to find me must not be artificially compelled to do so. They have to be able to reason me away.
What will happen to those who reject you?
It is complicated to explain. But in the end I will put them with Lucifer and the angels that maintain that I am evil. In a separate place where I am not present in any way whatsoever. They will never have to experience or face me again. They would not want to either because they believe I am evil. It will be impossible to change their minds no matter what I do. This is really sad.
Is that a good place?
No. Nobody should go there. Especially not humans. But it is not in my hands. I am bound to respect everyone's choices. It is going to be an awful place. That is why when I come as a human I am going to be killed in an extremely brutal way.
Why?
To show humans that I love them and that I am trying to save them from something really bad. To show them that if the rules cannot be bent for me, it cannot be bent for anybody. If there was another way I would not have let your Messiah suffer so much.
Some humans will say they did not ask to exist and to have this choice.
Yes. Some will. Some of your children will say the same to you. They did not ask to be born. However, it is a privilege to exist. The benefits outweigh the risk. Life is an opportunity. To know me and the other beings and worlds upon worlds into eternity is very great and exciting. It is worth it.
I will have to take that on faith. It is not so clear from where I am standing.
Yes. Here also humans will need to trust me. I would not have created humans otherwise. I must go. There is a lot more to say, but you have lots to do.
Yes. A lot.
Don't worry though. It is all going to work out in the end. When you see it all. In the end. You'll be amazed. It is going to be great.
Bye.
Bye.